English-speaking friends, I salute you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And so in Romans chapter 14, verses 7, but you can read from verses 6 to verses 12, because that will be very interesting. But verses 7, we read this: No one lives to himself alone, and none of us die to himself alone. There is an English canteen, a little song for children who says, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Let us look at Jack and Jill again. Whatever Jack does or doesn't do, whatever Jack says or doesn't say, whatever Jack thinks or doesn't think, has its effect upon someone else in one way or another, isn't it? You see, never a Jack falls without somewhere a Jill tumbling after, with or without Jack knowledge. And it is that truth which made the Apostle Paul to write the verse we are looking at this morning. No man lives to himself, or no man died to himself alone. In Romans chapter 14, verses 7. The fall of Adam in the book of Genesis became the fall of the whole humanity. Cain tried to justify himself by convincing unsuccessfully God that his brother's business had nothing to do with him. But that was wrong thinking. In the eyes of God, we are responsible one to another. In reality, our thoughts, our decision, or action affect people around us in one way or another. And here, my friend, is our next lesson from this nursery rhyme, following the one we looked at last time. On the slope of the hill of life, we are roped together. If Jack falls down, then inevitably the Jill will come tumbling down after. This is why, my friend, we cannot be indifferent to the need of the people around us. We cannot be indifferent to the need of the social work of our army, simply because our faith is born of the compassionate love of God for mankind. The tragedy with some Christians, and among them Salvationists, is that they are dead in their heart to the need of their neighbor, while still very much alive to their own personal desire. And I do hope, my friend, that you are not one of those lily of the field Christians who neither toil nor spin. Now, we don't know if Jack and Jill had a quarrel, which then will explain the fall of the two. But this nursery rhyme, this comptine, as we say in French, I believe is a reminder that the strength of a Church of Christ is founded in its unity. If the congregation of your church, of your core, of the Salvation Army is divided by selfishness and pride, social inequality, jealousy and rejection, then you will tumble and fall. The Bible teaches us that we are all brothers and that we must love one another. This is why we sing. We need each other's voice to sing, each other's strength to love, each other's views to help us bring our heart to God above. Our lives like coals placed side by side to feed each other flame, shall with the Spirit breath provide a blaze of faith to claim. In the true spirit of Christianity, the Apostle Paul wrote that he was willing to lose his own salvation and be damned if others could live. And here, my friend, is our last lesson from our nursery rhyme. Our commitment to God is also our commitment to each other and a commitment to the whosoever. This is our hymn, a loving, compassionate, dedicated commitment as a child of God to worship Him and to serve Him. In this adventurous life, live on the slope from beginning to end, we are roped together, responsible for the welfare of each other, physically and spiritually. And as we are climbing together as friends, we are bounded by the love of Christ to help each other to climb too, and to alleviate as much as we can the suffering around us. So, are you ready to do your utmost for Christ? There are people hurting in the world out there. They need you, they need me, they need Christ. There are children crying and no one to care. They need you, they need me, they need Christ. And they go on hurting in the world out there, and they'll go on dying, drowning in despair, and they all go crying that unless we care, they need you, they need me, they need Christ. God bless you.